Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to generate PDF from some text in Expo React Native. So let's get started. So firstly you will have to go to this particular URL to create a project. There are different templates available for Expo application. I will be using this blank TypeScript template, but feel free to choose whatever you feel like. So I will just go over here. I'll just copy this command. So this is the blank TypeScript template. Okay, I have not copied the entire command. I'll just copy it. I'll go to terminal, go to your workspace directory and just create this project. Now it will ask us for our project name. I'll keep things simple. I'll just name it as my app and let it install the npm dependencies. Then I will just open this my app project which we have created inside VS Code. Also, if you check, we need to write some native code for generating PDF, and if you check, we don't have the Android and iOS folders created, so we need to create that. So for that you can go to this particular URL which I will just show you. So this is the URL. Select Android, select development build. Here you can disable the ES option. I am on macOS, but select your operating system. I have already installed Watchman. I have already installed this Cas Zulu as well. I have already installed Java. Then I have already installed Android Studio as well. If you haven't done all these steps, you will have to do it first. So just scroll down once. I have already done all this stuff as well. Then I have already done all this stuff, and then we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy it. I will go to my app and paste it over here. So this will install the dev client for us. Again, this will just install some npm dependency. It won't create the Android and iOS folder for us yet. To create the Android folder, you have to copy this particular command. So I will do that. I'll go to my terminal again and I'll paste this. Now firstly it will ask me for my package name. I'll keep everything as default, but if you want you can change it. I'll just click on enter. Now it will do all the Gradle sync which is required, and once that is done, it will try to run our application. But in the last step I will get an error because I haven't installed any Android emulators, as you can see over here. Also I have not connected my real Android device to my macOS. That's why I don't want to anyways run it now. I will run it later once I have written all the code for it. Then for iOS you will have to select this iOS device, select development build, disable EAS. I have already installed Xcode command line tools also have installed. I have already done all this as well. We have already ran this command, we don't need to run it again. Now for iOS we just have to run this particular command. Now this will take little bit of time because it will have to do all that CocoaPod installation stuff. For bundle identifier, again I'll keep it as default. I'll just click enter. Now this will create the iOS folder for us. So be patient. Once the CocoaPod installation is done, I'll come back. But in the meantime, what I want to show you guys is we also so here you can see inside our project it has created the Android and iOS folder, but we also need to create our own module to generate the PDF for us. Now to create that own separate native module, you have to go to this particular URL. If you want you can go through this documentation. I won't go into the documentation much, but we'll just have to run this particular command once our iOS setup is done. So let's wait for the iOS setup to complete. Okay, so once the CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to select a device. I will just press Ctrl C because I don't want to run it now. Then like I told you, we have to just copy this particular command and paste it inside our terminal so that it will create a module for us. Again it will ask you for a few questions, what should be the module name and all that. I'll keep everything as default and just press enter, and again it will create a module for us. Also one more thing which you have to do after creating your module is you will again have to do pod installation. So I'll just copy this particular command and I'll paste it over here, so it will do pod installation for that as well. Okay, once this is done, I will just open my practice project which I have created because I want to it's impossible for me to remember everything by myself. So firstly I'll open app.tsx. okay, and I'll copy all this code and then I'll come back to you explaining what I have done. So I'll go to my app.tsx. I have pasted. Okay, so I'll just scroll down. So here firstly what I have done is that we'll have to create a function called generate PDF. It is not yet created inside our module, and we will once the generate PDF method has been created on native side as well as on the TypeScript side, it will either give us a value or it will give us an error. Okay, so that's why we are listening for this inside this use effect. Now this add change listener is already part of our module as soon as we create an Expo module, so we don't have to write code for it. And here you can see I have one button, and on click of it I am generating a PDF which should have this particular text, hello from Expo. Okay, and again I don't know why I have created two buttons, but I will just remove this particular button, and here just one button is fine. Okay, now this is a simple thing, right? So firstly we'll have to create this generate PDF method. So again I'll just go back to my practice project. I'll go to our modules, my modules, index.ts. So here you can see I have created this generate PDF method which takes a text as an input of type string. So I'll just copy this. All you have to do is go to modules, index.ts, and here you just have to paste it over here. Okay, so yeah, that's it, just paste it over here. Now if I go to app.tsx, here you can see the generate PDF error is gone, but we require this error thing as well. So for that you will have to go to src my modules.type.ts, and here you can see it already has this value return type, but we also need the error one. The error can be string or undefined, so I can use something like this. Even the value can be undefined, null or undefined. So if you want you can add it to your value as well. Let me see if I have added it. I don't think I have added it. No, I have not. Even for error I have not added it, but I think it's better to add for error because we won't always get error, right? In most of the cases it will be successful, in that we will just get a value. So here you can see that's how I have done. Now let's see what I have done for Android. Do I have anything inside build.gradle? I don't think so. Yeah, we do have it. So we require this dependency of Android X window because we need to generate a PDF, and for generating a PDF we need to get the height and width of the device. So this Android X window library will help us. So just go to your Android folder, build.gradle, scroll down of your modular, not the main Android folder, of your module, and paste it over here. So I have done that. So I'll just close this and close this. Next we have to go to src main. Let's see, I think inside Android manifest, no, nothing. So ignore that. Java, Expo, modules, my module, and here I will just open this my module.kt file. First I will copy paste all the imports which I have inside our src java my module.kt. So I will just paste it over here. Okay, I think these two are defined twice, so I'll just remove this. Next I will explain the code in a bit. Let me copy it first. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then again I'll scroll down. Here we are creating our PDF. So I'll just scroll down, and after this I will create it PDF. Again sorry for the indentation, you can improve that. So I'll just minimize all this so that I can just copy it one go. So I'll just copy this. Now I will close it and I will paste it over here. So okay, let me start. So first these are all the imports. You can copy paste all the imports. Then we want to get hold of our download directory, because once the PDF is generated I want to save it to our downloads directory. Then we are just getting hold of our context as well as activity. Next, if you see, just scroll down, this is boilerplate code. Here I'm generating my own function called generate PDF, and here we just call this dispatchers.io, and we call this particular method called save PDF to external storage, because we don't want to run this on main thread, we want to run it on a background thread, which is coroutines in Android's case. And here you can see we have defined that particular function which takes a string. then we create a private directory, we create a file out of it, then we use this PDF document as well as initialize this paint. We get the window width and height with the help of this Windows metrics. So that's what we do over here. Then we create this PDF document dot page info dot builder, passing the width and height, and then we create a PDF document page out of it. Then we just get hold of our canvas. I've set the text size, you can just play around with it, and then we just call draw text. I'm passing our data, passing the width and height because I want it to be at the very center, right? That's why I'm doing width divided by 2, height divided by 2. It will start from the center, but it won't be exactly at the center, if you know what I mean. If you want exactly at the center, then there would be some extra calculations, but I'm starting the text at the center. Then we are just calling finish page, then we are writing it to our file. Once we get copying that file to downloads folder, for which I have created another method. Once the file is copied, I'm sending the URI inside our value variable. If there is any error, then I'm just sending no URI. In case of error also, I'm doing this same thing. And this is how you copy file to downloads. So just pass your downloaded file name as well as extension. Again, this is done on the background thread. If you are above Android Q, then you have to make use of content values. Now even I am not really good at this, I have just copy pasted the code, but for below Android Q you will have to use something like this. So again, I have just copy pasted it. I'm not really good at this, so you can copy paste it too. So yeah, that's it for Android side. I'll just close it. Next, for iOS, just open iOS. Firstly, okay, for iOS we will have to open the main XE workspace of our app. So just go to your main app, go to the main iOS folder and double click on .exe workspace. So it will open that Xcode project for us inside Xcode. Now for me, my Xcode is installing a new version. I don't think it, yeah, finally it opened. I mean, the simulator is getting installed, but hopefully, yeah, we can still at least write some code. So what you'll have to do, go to the pods folder, go to development pods, scroll down, and here you will have to search for my module or whatever your module name is. And let's go back to our practice project. I will let you know why I have told you to open the Xcode, because we have to create a separate file, and while creating a file we have to add some target as well, which we can't do via VS Code. So don't create this via VS Code, you will land into error while running your application. So just right click, new file from template. Okay, ignore this. Yeah, it is still downloading the Xcode simulator for me. Just select Swift file, click next, enter the file name as PDF creator, and here scroll down, and here you should see your module being checked. This is very important, that's why I have opened Xcode, and then just click create. Now I will just copy all this code and then explain it to you. So I have just copied this code, I will paste it over here. So firstly, we are creating a separate class called PDF creator. It takes the creator name, so here you can change it to your name as well as author name. Then we make use of UI graphics PDF renderer format. We set the document info, the page width and page height as well as the page rect. And here we make use of renderer, UI graphics renderer. Then we pass the data, renderer.pdf data, and then we just do context.begin page, and then just draw the text over it and return the data. If you want to add image to your PDF, you can use something like this, but I am not going into image in this particular tutorial. So for now you can just copy all this data which we have. Okay, then again I'll go back to my practice project. I'll open my module.swift, and here I will just copy this async generate PDF. So I'll just copy this code. I will open Xcode, go to my module.swift, and after this we have to paste it over here, right? So again I'll just do Command A Control I, so that it gives proper indentation. So here is our method called generate PDF. Here we initialize our PDF creator, then we get hold of our controller, it creates a flyer, then we create a temporary folder as well. then we create a temporary file URL and give it some name, change it to whatever you feel like, and then we try to write that PDF data to our temporary file URL. Here we get hold of our activity view controller, and then we just present our controller, and once we have that file URL, we just send that particular value back. And here you can see in case of error, we can just send the error back as well. So yeah, that's it. Now what I will do is I'll quickly run the application and show you guys the output. Alright, so here is the output for Android, iOS, sorry. I'll just click this, I'll just click on generate PDF, and if you remember, we were sending the PDF from React Native side as well, right? So if I just open my terminal, okay, error fetching item. So here you can see it has shown this. So it does take a little bit of time for iOS because the user needs to save it to files, like we can't really save it directly inside the downloads folder, because iOS does not have a downloads folder. So the user will have to click on save to files. Now this is an issue with iOS simulator. This doesn't seem to work. Like I am facing this issue, the save to files option doesn't really work. So what I'll do is, okay, here you saw that was working. So I'll just click on generate PDF again. Now it has shown. I'll just click on save to files. So now it has shown, but yeah, here you can see I can click on the save button. Also, one more thing which I wanted to tell you, this save button which you saw was not working on iOS 18.0. I have to update it to iOS 18.1. So Xcode you will have to update. Now if I just go to Files app and show you the PDF which we have saved. So again, yeah, sorry, for iOS we do get the URL which I am printing it inside my code, but I'm not able to send it to iOS side, to React Native side, I mean. So here you can see this is our PDF, and if I open it, okay, where did my PDF go? Oh, so yeah, here, just click on it. Yeah, sorry about it, this takes a little bit of time, I don't know why. So here finally our PDF is displayed, and here you can see hello from Expo. That's what we are displaying. Let me quickly show you that part, because even I'm little confused on why it is not showing. File open, reset, Expo my app. If I go to iOS, my module view, my module.swift, I'm sending the temporary file URL. I don't know why it is not printing it. Here it seems to be printing this error fetching item from, okay, here it is printing this URL. This is the URL which I want to send it to you guys. I don't know why this is not working. We do have the temporary file URL. Maybe we have to wait for this particular value. So yeah, that so here is the output for Android. I'll just dismiss this. I'll click on this generate PDF button, and here you can see this is where the PDF has been stored. I don't know why this promise unhandled rejection always comes whenever I do it for Expo React Native Android. But if I go to my downloads directory and I'll click on downloads, here you can see this is my PDF, and if I open it, like I told you, it starts like it is, the text is not exactly at the center, it starts from the center, so you can just offset it by a few pixels. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.